What's up guys? Today we'll be making a Farrier rasp knife. So we're going to start by heating up our rasp here. The process is called annealing. We're going to heat it up to a non-magnetic point. So that's what we're doing right now. And then we're going to put it in the ash and let it cool. The reason for the ash is it allows the metal to cool slowly. You don't want it to cool too fast. So using the ash just kind of insulates it. Here's our template. This is a template we're going to be using for our knife, so we're just going to cut this out real quick while the rasp cools down. We'll just go ahead and draw our outline here on our rasp now that it's cooled off, and I did sand it down a little bit, take those edges off. This is a used rasp, one of mine, and doesn't have very sharp teeth anymore, so it was a good candidate for a knife. Now the stock removal, just take an angle grinder and a cutting wheel and cut out that shape. Now that we got our shape cut out, take it over to my 1x30 belt sander. I actually got this thing from Harbor Freight. It's about $100 and it does the trick for what I need. I do want to upgrade eventually to a 2x70 eventually, but they're not cheap and I don't have the finances for it right now. Just swapped out the belt there. This is a 60 grit belt, so it's pretty coarse. It takes off quite a bit and it does the trick for final shaping on this knife. And here we go, we're doing the final shaping on the blade, just getting the angle there, cleaning it up with that 60 grit again. I did heat treat it, but I didn't get that on camera, so now we're doing the final polishing. I'd already hit it once, now we're hitting it again. This is 200 grit sandpaper, and then we're going to hit it with a buffing wheel and a Dremel tool in between sanding. Then I moved up to 1000 grit. And a little tip, if you use WD-40 when you're trying to get a mirror polish, it works really well. I'm not sure what the chemical reaction that happens there, but it works really good for taking off metal. And we're using the Dremel again, finishing that up. And then I think I moved to 2000 grit and then 3000 grit for final mirror polish. And then we move on to the handle here. These are oak blanks that I had laying around, so I figured they'd be a good candidate for a handle, and I was happy with how it turned out after. And here's the finished product. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Like and subscribe.